Hey everybody, it is Adam and B. What's up, y'all? We back. We back.
Yeah, yeah,
We coming back. You already know. All right. This week we're gonna spring up sometime. It's past the fall now.
yeah. Hmm.
It's skipped to the winter. It's so cold in Minnesota. It's ridiculously cold. But
Halloween season.
I know it's gonna snow on Halloween. I swear. I swear. It gotta be. Adam was
Minnesota. What's
Adam
the
was
over under on that one?
for real. Adam's over there drinking his little scotch. I'm
Hmm.
over here drinkless. But next time you'll see what's up. So this week we're gonna talk about how you should deal with your credit cards during these high interest rates season,
Oh my
during
God.
these crazy inflations, incoming 0.75 points coming up, increase coming up. So what's that? How's that gonna affect you and your credit cards? Be on the lookout. That's what we're gonna talk about. You
Yeah.
ready?
So let's get started.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the things that I've noticed was consumer debt increased by a lot, like around this time. Now, a lot of it's probably because when interest rate goes up, your payment goes up as well, and you decreased basically your budget line decrease, right? Because you basically have to allocate these monthly payments at a higher level, and and that's like even just your daily spending, especially with inflation, everything goes up. So so B like how do you deal with credit?
Me, well, uh, I'm a person who's physically conservative spending wise. I have two girls and a wife. I can't be spending a lot of money. I spend most of my money on diapers and wipes. Um, but I don't. I work from home, so I don't spend. I have the luxury to not spend money on the gasoline prices where we've been seeing, right? But then I do spend here and there when I do need to drive. But I only have one credit card, two, sorry, two. Um, I personally call them every year to decrease my interest rates, and then I get them. So don't forget to do that every year.
Oh, I didn't know you
Decrease
could do
them.
that. I didn't
You
know you
can
could do
definitely do
that.
that. If I went from 17% to 14.
Dang. I didn't
Yeah,
know you could do that.
you
That's a
just
good one.
you just gotta call them and customer service will be like, hey, how would you want? What do you want? I'm like, hey, I want to increase your rate. And then you can definitely. But you can only do it once per year. You can't really move it in there. But that's one way I definitely do it. And I always try to pay off my full balance so that I don't get charged the interest rate, which that's best practice where you should do. But if you don't have the means to, then you should pick the credit card that has the highest interest rate and pay that off, and do that snowball theory. Just take the highest one and then just go to the next lower one. So that's how I deal with my credit. How about you?
Let's see. So I got into credit while I was in college, actually. For some odd reason, like my credit score back then was high. So we got this like I got this card like freaking like I think like 11, 12 years now. So I've been like building credit since then. And so a lot of these companies they always like mail you stuff, blah blah blah. But I have one for my daily spending, food, and gas. And if you went to back to our videos, we did stuff on budgeting. And this one in particular had the first credit card I got had a limit of $500. And so I know that if I max out or whatever, then that means I can't spend anymore. So that's one way I control my budget. And I know that if I basically pay the balance off right away, I don't have any interest whatsoever. So so credit cards companies are very sneaky. Like for one is that if you keep on doing that, they always keep on increasing your credit limit like insanely. And so right now I'm sitting at like $80,000 of credit limit. And so so basically like it's a good spot, right? However, if you are not very control your budget, it can basically you can go down real fast. And I've seen people like snowball down. And so the advice that I gave him always, and there was one person in particular, like when I was overseas, he was asking me like, so how do I lower my shit? And one way that to do it, well, actually, there's two ways. One is debt consolidation, and the other one is basically open. I know this is counterintuitive, but open a new credit card, and they have all these like promotional rates. So like 0% for 12 months, whatever. And then you do a balance transfer. Now, how these credit cards companies make money is through, I believe it's the fees. And so I never done this before, but I know that people have. But they would make these fees, I think it's like 3%, 5% or whatever. And they want you to balance transfer because that's 3% of, I don't know, like 4,000, 5,000, whatever credit limit you have, 1,000. That's like instant 4% profit for them.
Is
So they want you to balance, they want you to transfer the balance. So that's one way. The other way was to consolidate credit. And that honestly, it's just like a personal loan. And something to keep in mind because it goes at a lower interest rates, I believe. But the problem with that, what a lot of people, the advice gave them was basically once you take a consolidation loan, stop using your credit cards. Just stop. Like you shouldn't stop spending, but you should do that like for your debit account or like something with a lower balance card or credit limit. So
something to
yeah,
psychologically make you stop at a limit or limit yourself.
yeah,
Because, like Adam says, when you have that high volume of limits, then you're like, oh, I can keep spending and swiping, and like it's easy. And now that there's a lot of companies and firms out there that's creating solutions and services that you can just buy things right off your when you're sleeping. Boom, so easy these days.
and
You
they
know, it's
will upgrade you like crazy.
yes,
And you got to be careful because some of those upgrades are really not upgrades.
yeah.
Um, I had a card that's zero annual, right? And then they switched me, so, and I took it. Stupid me, right? I took it, and it was like an executive, like American Express Black Card or whatever. Oh no, no, I'm sorry,
Dang,
Mastercard
black
Black Card.
card, the
And I was like,
black
oh,
card.
this is so cool. But then the annual is $600 annually, and I'm like, oh, you bitches.
You
They're
guys,
sneaky. They're sneaky
Adam
like
has a
this.
black card. You know what that
Oh,
means?
oh my God.
Adam has a black card. Black card.
Just be super careful because they get super like sneaky like that too.
I don't have a black card. I don't even have platinum. That's how I like use my credit cards.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's all I got. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I agree with you. It's really dealing with your credit card debt. It's really straightforward. It's not hard science. It's just a lot of mental, psychological battles between yourself to prioritize paying for it and just making a plan to get done with. These are proven strategies will work and they're out there. But then, as Adam says, when you transfer to those new credit cards that do have 0% annual 0% fees for interest fees, you know, that's the reason why they have credit cards and some people do it. They're very smart. So
yeah.
yeah,
If my always rule my rule that I always do whenever I do business is if it looks too good, just doubt just a little bit. Like if I wasn't attracted to the color and the shininess of that black card, I probably would avoid a $600 annual fee.
oh. Number
Yeah,
one, be careful with your credit card fees. That's number one. Learn from Adam himself.
and read the fine print. It sucks,
Exactly.
but you just have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, everybody, that's our topic for this week. Hopefully you
Hope that
enjoyed it.
helps.
You know, we're these times in these crazy times, there's gonna be high interest rates, so be careful. Spend less. There will be some things that will happen in the future that we were unforeseen, but we both Adam and I we foresee very spiky losses in the industry of our economy. So be careful, save. So when that drop happens, spend that money and get some money back.
People retire March 2023.
Yo yo.
Just kidding. I need to update my data though.
Yeah.
But happy Halloween, guys.
Yeah. Take care, y'all. Hey, this is from me, Adam. Have a good peace.